Yep. Yep. In a place far away from anywhere else. You are part of a group of explorers making your way through the forest. Feeling a strange presence, you notice something between the trees. Drawn to it, you approach this strange relic and raise a hand towards it. Upon touching its surface, a blinding light engulfs you. My ease! I think they improved the graphics even more. Okay, so I see that I'm in the way. So I have to move myself a little bit. Just have to wonder where I'm going to be the least obnoxious. Most likely I'm gonna move myself to the left side. It's a good chance. Still can keep myself on the right side though. Yeah, I'm gonna go sideways. Time to go sideways. Yep. Rotate counterclockwise. Yay. Okay. It's something like that. Yeah. Yep. Sideways cat. It is sideways cat content. Okay, so as I can see, you have skills here. All these skills will improve the more you use it. And if you click on it, they have skill trees. So as skill trees work, you put points in it, but you also have the ability to reset it if you do not like it. Yes, you can have multiple equipments. This is also good because to some degree it allows you to extend your inventory, because you can just put other stuff in another loadout and then it doesn't occupy this. There's something in the game that I personally do not like, and let's see. Okay, food ration. I'm gonna put that here. Summons a ranged bat minion. Okay. And it also only lives for 30 seconds. That's pretty short. So, the downside is if you die, you lose literally all of the things that are in here. You don't lose them permanently, you drop them. That means you go back where you died and pick it up. So it's a Diablo style of gameplay. On the contrary, everything that is in here is not getting dropped to the ground, which is good, but at the same time, it's also shit. I'm personally not a fan of this kind of thing because I just never liked this at all. Like really, I never like when games do that at all. I understand if some people don't mind. I get it. I just wish games would by default give us an option to choose if we want that or not. But the game doesn't do that. So light is something essential in this game. That's why I said like the mining the lantern is actually extremely tempting. Because if you do not have any kind of light sources, this is basically your visibility range. And yeah, it's not the greatest, is it? So if you wonder, like, this is like a hub section. You will return to this place. And because you do, interesting, they didn't make it interactable anymore. Very interesting. Last time I played it, you could actually interact with those. Right now, you can't. That's okay. It doesn't matter too much. So what we want to do is literally make a pickaxe. And we also want a shovel. And we also want a basic workbench. And we definitely want a chest. So of course, pickaxe is gonna be essential. So the best part is like, right now, you see this. You might not recognize this, but this map is gonna become very large. Like there will be huge distances to travel. And it's fine. Like the only downside is the travel distance, but I like that this game is like huge. And it has really interesting biomes. So, since this is like literally your hub section, it makes perfect sense to create the base here. Because you will return here anyway. And while it doesn't look very appealing right now, we can make this very appealing down the line. I have just this tendency of taking this as the middle point and then go like, okay, I'm going to make this the way down, and this is gonna be the way. Great part is that you can recollect those torches, which is great. Exactly what you want. As you see, I'm already like get like points in running, because running is the default speed, so to say. So this is gonna be a complete different seed that in contrast to what I played in my last game. This is fine. It's completely okay. So I use torches as guidelines because torches also, I'm not sure if they really show up now on the map. Last time I played, torches were displayed on the map, and I think I can set them visible with these things. So you can make markers, which is great. These are markers, by the way, and you can set an unlimited amount of markers, which is good. I'm not sure if they removed the visibility of torches on the map. Last time I played, I used torches as a good indication where things are on the map. Of course, you can use markers as well, but if you see the torches on the map, it's even easier. So, I think still going to put down so this is best. This is better. Now it's more visible. Now the biggest question is like in which direction to place our stuff. So torches also don't need to be placed on the ground. They also can be placed on walls, which is good. You see the glowing there? The glowing is an indication of ores. I literally work in the idea that I place like torches enough apart that I still can see where I'm going, but at the same time so we opened here something. Yep. So currently our only defense is our summoning in friend here. The things that you need to understand about this game is something like this. So when you play the game for the first time, you do not understand. But I do. So here's something. This here is spore ground. So if this ground is here, it will spawn occasionally a mushroom. And yes, thank you, Bob. I shall do that. So you will encounter this for various biomes. So in this case, if this is on the ground, it will occasionally spawn a mushroom enemy. And to get rid of it, you need a shovel. And you should do this to remove that. Because you don't want like enemies to spawn for no reason. Like literally, there is no reason to make enemies appear near your base. It's also gonna be a problem because if enemies are nearby, you can't really sleep. And there we have then we have a slime. I know they added enemies. And in the beginning, enemies will be dangerous. Yes, that's another thing that I need to explain. So you also can dig. You can dig up deep the ground level. That has various functions, logical functions for it. As you will see. So just making sure there's no additional special ground. There's a good and a bad thing about these surfaces that you see here. Also make sure when you do something like this to wood, keep a torch in your hand, because then you are not using your tools, because the tools can be used up if you use them in that fashion. We found something very interesting, which is good. Of course, it's always good if you find something interesting. This is new to me, which I don't mind. Okay. It is, of course, a new experience not to fight myself, but instead have this pet fighting for me. So you will find a lot of wood down here. That's not the problem. You will easily find this. You're also gonna produce wood yourself at some point. So don't think it's gonna be a resource that literally stops to be useful. It's not. Good job. Now that's something new. Now the bots advertise. That's interesting. Now the bots literally advertise viewers, get viewers, but also advertise something like, here's a code to actually get 10 free viewers right now. I'm like, interesting. Whoops. Interesting that he's not an aggressive blob. So this reacted. I have no idea what this is. This is completely new to me. Right, I think. Did they? I think they made. Did they make blobs now? Okay. I'm not surprised about what I just found. Okay, so this is new. This, on the other hand, is not new. You might not know what this is, but that down there to the bottom left is a boss. Yes, that's not a joke. That is a boss down there. It's interesting that these guys you do not attack. It's quite strange. I'm not used to that. Like when I played it, even these guys were dangerous. So sure, these things spawn enemies. There's also an advantage to that. Need a few more torches. So here's something interesting. So this makes you walk slower, by the way. Fun part. The fun part about this is, like, because these surfaces make enemies literally appear. At some point you can abuse this to make farming easier, in the sense that you just make these surfaces to spawn enemies and then literally farm them. You also notice those most likely. Yes, those are dig spots. Always dig them up. Like, literally do it, because they are usually having something of use there. Ancient gemstone already? Like, you don't find those often. Now, if you ever encountered something like this, it looks like, oh, it's just old furniture. But no, it's not just old furniture. And yes, eating is not only the function of your food supply, it's also the way to heal yourself in most cases. So that's the reason why you always should keep food, not just for your stamina, which is basically your food, but also to heal yourself. Like I said, when you find these, destroy them, because they have always goodies inside. Always destroy all of those. Well, always. Ah, okay, so basic blobs do not attack until you attack them. I'm not entirely sure if that was in the base game. At the beginning, at least. Anyway, so, it is beneficial and good to get minerals as much as possible. As you can see, it's always dark. You will be glad soon as possible to be able to see without the use of torches. I'm not even sure. I think this table allows me to repair, if I remember correctly. Better question. How did I interact? Oh, with E. I was like, how do I interact? Welcome back. So this is your basic workbench. So every workbench you will get has like a few crafting recipes. So one of the things that will be important, like you want to have certain things always with you in the inventory if you leave your base. And one of those things is clearly this, a salvage and repair station. So you can keep it in your inventory, and when you need to repair stuff, you just plug it down, use it, repair your stuff, take it back into your inventory. I find the cooking pot not a necessary item that you need to take with you if you go outside. That's more like a base thing. Important are things like all of this, like the gear is always important. It increases your survivability by a ton. Don't get too fixated on it. You will find also other gear, like I already did. And yeah. Then you have base buildings, materials, a floor, walls, doors, a fence gate. And one of the things that are very important in this game are bridges. You will need bridges. So it is very advisable that you always take a big chunk of stack of wood with you. And also this working bench. Take this working bench with you and wood, because you can then on the fly create new wooden bridges when you need to. And you will need them, because there are a lot of places in this game where you need to place down bridges to pass them, to pass water, to pass crevices. That's why you need that. You cannot make a repair station now, because first you need the furnace, and then you need to make copper bars. So right now my tool here is done, but at the beginning it is not bad at all, because you can just punch walls like in Minecraft you punch trees. Here you just punch walls instead, and it's basically as efficient as the wooden pickaxe. There's not much of a difference. So at the beginning it looks very boring, because you're mostly just digging around and yeah. So let's get us a bed and attack this. So the basic blobs they do not pose much of a threat. The blobs with the spikes, on the other hand, they do pose to some degree a threat. Yeah. Let's see. This is fine. This is all fine. Always get all the mushrooms you see because they are literally free food, which is a good thing. Remember what I said? Like, remove those surfaces if you don't want, like, these kind of enemies to randomly spawn. Good thing we found sand. Like I said, I don't know what this exactly is. Okay. I cannot mine this yet. That's okay. If you ever wonder when it comes to base building and you want like some nice style, you can literally deconstruct everything you see. Like the tile floors, if you like them, you could remove them unless it is specifically protected by the game. But usually it's not the case. I'm quite hungry. Yeah, no. Let's see. That's okay. So I was actually interested to see if the game would do the same thing as I experienced, and it did. So it has fixed points for, well, I wouldn't say fixed. In this case, it's very interesting that this boss here is at literally the same place as in my other game. So I was quite surprised to actually see it. So I'm going to place down some blocks here for the sole reason to block this off. For now. That's okay. The moment you understand how enemies work, you will be able to dodge them well enough. Like, these are just basic enemies, but when you understand how they work, it's gonna be far more easier to deal with. It's not always obvious which surface is a spawnable surface. Especially in the beginning, especially mushroom surfaces are not always obvious. Like here is also a mushroom surface, you easily could overlook that. So if you are lucky to find ore in sand, that's good because it's easy to farm. Like sand drops really fast in contrast to even dirt walls. So yeah. I'm quite hungry, I know. Let's see. I'm going to eat a few of those. At least. I want these before I go back. Always watch out where you attack. Sometimes it changes the block and it's not always directly in front of you. So just watch out for that. So in the beginning, it is a good idea to like figure out where are you and how's your space around you. So now I figured out, okay, there's a boss down there. I can place down a marker there. If I remember how to place a marker. And I don't. Therefore, I shall go into the settings. I don't even know if there's a set key for that. Rotate. Ping. Inventory R for sorting. Hmm. Use item. Attack. Move. What? Okay. Pick up. Left control. Rotate, accelerate, map. Okay. Nothing. How was that going? Was it middle mouse button? It was middle mouse button. Okay, so I placed this down so I know, okay, there's a boss, which is important to know. So we already know we have limited space in this direction. But we can safely say like this area is more or less safe. So we have some space here to work with, I would say. Like at least half to here. If this map is going by the same standard as the map I played in the early access, then this is, I think, the only dangerous part nearby. So we can build to some degree to the south, but not too much. I think we are better suited to build mostly in these other three directions. That's not what I wanted, but okay. So in the beginning, it's really a good idea to simply make a makeshift post at the beginning, where you really just put down some stuff and just go with it. So we have found an ugly cap, but it's better than nothing. And we also found this, which is also better than nothing. Scrap parts. Dirt block. So what I'm going to put in side here is literally quick stash F shift. So things that I know that are not that important to have with me, I can literally drop in there. Also, these seeds make no sense right now because we need a garden for that first. Now, something to keep in mind is as well, you need scrap parts if you wanna repair stuff. That's important to remember. We will not use the ground stuff for now. We have gold ore, we have gold ore, we have copper. Like I said, it is important to keep a stash of wood with you. Then we have like blocks here. This is like basic materials. This is something you will sell, and I think currently we do not have anything to sell. What is this? 2% dodge change, offhand use, dash forward at 200. That's that. Yeah. Shell. I'm trying to press C because I'm used to it to put it there. Offhand. Not entirely sure how to use offhand right now, but it's okay. Make a bit more of torches. So we're gonna certainly make one of those for now. Of course, it also makes sense to have more than one, so let's just make 2. Not gonna make a wooden hoe yet. There is, of course, a good reason to get myself a wooden sword. So this is 3 armor. 3 armor. This has dodge chance and this has dodge chance. This doesn't, but it gives me more health. I would also say like 4 armor, 6 health. 4 armor, 6 health is certainly not bad. Yes, there is the problem. There is like no comparison. There is a mod that does that, and I honestly do not understand why this is not in the base game. It should be. We make some pants because we do not have pants right now. So I'm gonna put on some pants and we're gonna put don't need to put that into a slot. That makes, of course, sense. So what we are going to do is putting down those things. So you can actually press R to move them around. It doesn't really matter in which direction they face right now, and potentially never will make a difference, but yeah. So, in contrast to Minecraft, you do not need coal to actually make bars. It will do it on its own. And it's also not gonna just drop the bars outside of the furnace, it will keep it inside. It just stacks them until the max allowed stack that is possible. I made 2, so the entire thing is going a little bit faster than usual. Since we have gold, but we cannot make something out of 1 gold, I think I will just put it in my treasure chest for now. I will say it is not bad to keep a stack of blocks in your inventory because you can use them for good reasons. These, on the other hand, are not that necessary right now. And yeah, you just have to live with this makeshift post at the beginning before you like actually can do stuff with it. And I think we can actually at least put down root seeds. Yeah, I think we can do that. So the thing about root seeds is you can place them down anywhere, but you need a hole. Like, you need a hole regardless. So a hole does what a hole does. And you make a ground suitable for seeds. And then you put the seed down there. And I think in the case of these specific ones, you do not really water them, as far as I understand. Can make an experiment and see if it works with water and without. So I'm just going to literally place some of these around. So I place them in corners because they like literally grow in every direction as you encountered it. I'm also gonna leave the hole here because there's no reason otherwise. So yeah, we're gonna collect some of these. As I see, coming by copper is not difficult. Pretty easy actually. So what we are going to do is we're gonna make a cooking pot so we can cook. We're gonna make a salvage and repair station. Actually, we're gonna make 2 of them. And yeah. So this is nice, but it is not very useful right now. This is nice. And this is gonna be your next workbench. So we're gonna make one. And the best thing is like just use your space. So we're gonna put it down there. It's fine. It doesn't need to be look pretty. And as you can see, now you have, this is the advantage. Like you can just place them next to each other and you can go here. Okay. Doesn't work with the basic workbench, but as you see here, as soon as you have this one, you can go up and down. So the copper workbench gives you access to new things. One of the most important things is this, a small lantern, which you should definitely make. There's also this, which is going to give you more inventory slots, which you should make. There's also the fishing rod, which I highly recommend that you make one. Now these are different things, like here you can make glass, which means you input sand and you get glass. The anvils serve in a sole purpose of creating equipment. Then you have a railway forge. This is gonna be one of the most essential things you need because you will build railway networks. because the map is so big, so huge, you will need that. The electric table is interesting and necessary to some degree to make advanced stuff. So yes, you get a painter's table so you can paint your walls and home. There's a glass workbench. There's a carpenter's table, which is only for decorative stuff. Another floor, a paintable floor, so you can colorize it. It needs to be this. It needs to be a paintable wall to colorize it. And here's also something important, a bed. Where we need a little bit more fiber for it. But first things first. So we're gonna take this and put it here. And this increases our inventory. One of the more important things in the game. The lantern gives us finally some light. And the fishing rod is gonna be important because you will occasionally come over fishing nodes and you wanna fish. Like, I understand, like, not everybody likes fishing. I get it. But fishing gives you more than just fish. So you should keep that in mind. Even if you don't like fishing, keep in mind, it is not a bad thing to fish in this game. And don't think like the basic stuff you find and you make here in the base is gonna be your sole equipment. It's not. As you see, I found these two just from destroying stuff, or even one of them dropped from an enemy. So yeah. So it says offhand use. I don't know what the offhand use button is. Pick up. There's it. Use offhand. Space. Oh, okay. That's pretty easy. Let me look at my audio. I actually think we can put up the music a little bit. Really silent. Yeah. There we go. I think this is better. So, we're also gonna put down the cooking pot, and I will put it down here. Okay, it's fine. So, the cooking pot allows you to cook stuff, as it implies, of course. You just have to combine things. Like, put 2 ingredients in and see what you get. Like, you discover recipes with it. Just use it whenever you can, because food is gonna be essential. As you can see, like, the food will run out regardless. It will run out because you're doing stuff. And it is the easiest way to heal, because food will also, by default, heal you over time. It's not gonna be our only way to heal, but it is already essential. And as you see, like, here, the mushroom give me 9 food, right? And it would be giving me 18 food eating 2 mushrooms. This already gives me 2 food more. 2.1 health. So it doubles it into one item. So it literally like saves space and stack size, but at the same time it's also gonna be just better overall. So I just feel like it's okay. Like, you're not going to suffer unless it's really, really low. So you're not forced to fill it up to 100. And it's fine. Like, nothing wrong there. Now, also the repair station. I'm just gonna put it here. So, important, there are two things here. So, this is the normal repair stuff. Yes, you can also salvage stuff, which is good. So if you have like tools that you do not use anymore, or you find like equipment in the game that you're actually not gonna use, throw it in here and salvage it, because it is useful, the stuff you get back out. Even tools you create like machines or so, you can also throw in there. Yeah. So it's important to keep your stuff repaired. The most crazy thing you will keep repairing is literally your tools. So in this case, it makes sense that we also make ourselves a better pickaxe. Also, the thing is, like, digging, like, the shovel is nice, but it also has like more durability. This is 240. This has only 100. So yes, even upgrading the shovel makes sense. I don't make a glass smelter right now because there's no need to. Let's make one of the railway forge things. And also an electronic table. And also a copper anvil. It's okay if we don't have this right now. So I'm gonna go over here. And I would say I'm going to place the anvil there. And like just place this here. And here. Like I said, it doesn't matter too much right now. So as you can see here, the copper anvil is going to create better equipment. Even a shield? The shield is new, as far as I understand. And yes, there is dedicated gear towards the other stuff. Reduced impact of slowed movement from slime. I have to say these are cool, because these are specifically meant to be used against the first boss, which is great in my book. 30-36. This is already better. Yeah. Ranged weapons do not use arrows, like in the traditional sense. As we look here, this is... So here we have an electricity generator. You have to use an electricity generator to power anything that is electric. Who knew? But You will also get logic blocks, wire, circuits. So this is all about automation. So you will need electricity, and you can use like specific circuits to manipulate behavior of machines. I didn't use that too much, but yeah. There is a lamp, so the lamp serves as a lamp. Yes, it will be quite bright, light up a lot of room with one lamp, but I will be honest, I didn't use them a lot. There's an electric door, there's the table saw. So the table saw will become important, but not right now. This might be completely new. A pack of explosives that can be detonated in safety with an external trigger. Okay. Yeah. Understandable. I think this... The question is if the dynamite pack also deals damage to enemies, and I think so. So the mining damage is meant as everything you can mine goes under mining damage. So that's the reason why you cannot like pick up a sword and hit a wall with the sword and do damage to it, because the sword is only doing actual normal damage. This has an influence on the environment that you can mine, but they're also dealing normal damage. There are some funny tricks with bosses sometimes. Not sure how efficient this is to make, because there are also other kind of bombs in this game. And here's one of the most essential things that you will need in this game. It is a minecart. Of course, this is gonna be temporary. The minecart you will be using. This is gonna be mostly your standard minecart. You will find others as well. And this is one of the things that will be extremely essential for your gameplay for a good chunk of time. Which means you need to farm wood and copper. And then you will recognize one thing. That on one side I need a watering can. Watering cans, by the way, need water. I'm so sorry. Watering cans need water. Crazy. I know, right? What did I want? Right, I wanted a better sword, which I'm going to make now. This means I can literally drop this. I can literally drop that. I can literally drop that because I don't need that anymore. Of course I could consider to get this armor, but right now I'm gonna make myself a watering can, which of course needs water. Let's see what we can put in here. I would say like we put this in here. I'm going to put this there. Like I said, it's a few things in life that I say like it's really annoying in this game that when you die that all of this is getting dropped. And I'm like, eh. So as I said, like you can drop these in since I'm not using them anymore and salvage them, which is good. Do it because you need these scrap parts, otherwise you cannot repair your stuff here. Very important. So I would literally put this down here and put this up here because it's more important to not drop. I would also drop this down here. I know it's kind of like, I also could use it right up. Let's do that. Let's use it. So it's gone. And it's gone. So yes, I'm not a fan of like my inventory to be dropped when I die. I consider that a shit mechanic. And even if they had all of this, I wish we would not need so many things in this bar to be safe with them. Because think about it, like, okay, I'm using this. This is an additional item that is not necessarily needed. I could just skip it and instead just go with a normal weapon. But here's the thing, is like, okay, right now I'm missing like one additional slot to save my fishing rod from dropping if I die. If I lose the dirt blocks, that's not bad at all. Like that's not a loss. There's so many blocks to mine. You will not run out of dirt blocks so fast. But yeah, like one of the downsides that I do not like. Blah blah blah. Regardless, as we see in between our times of starting the game and here, we already started leveling stuff. So, as you can see, we have now 1 point in mining and running. So, we have not much choice in this regard than to take this. That's okay. Hello there, Huntress. How are you doing? I'm doing fine. Thank you. 5% less food drained when running. Good. We'll take it. I'm glad to hear you're doing great. Let's see. Right. So, you see right away, like, our mining speed just increased so much. Oh, thank you. You mean the class I have chosen when I started the game? I started with Warlock because I was like, it's interesting, like it's a new class that didn't exist in the early access. And I was like, it's not a bad idea to have a companion from the get-go. in the end, the classes in the game don't make a huge difference. How many classes are in the game? A good amount. I would say like between 5 to 10. There are at least 5, if not more than 5. The thing is that the classes don't make a huge difference. It's more like just picking something to start with. When you pick a class, it has like one thing that is skill related, and you have 2 things that are different things. Like you have a skill related thing that is tied to a class, an item related to the class, and then something related to that. Like if you pick the gardener, you start out with a hoe. If you start with a warrior, you get a weapon. If you have an explorer, you get already a small lamp. I think up to 4 people can play at the same time, if I remember correctly. Not entirely sure, because I never played it with other people. Maybe it says it here? I'm pretty sure it's at least 4 people, if not more than 4. 4 to 6, something like that, but you can definitely go with 4. So yeah, if you play it with friends, it's a lot more interesting, because you can like you can like decide who is doing what. So some people just go with this. Huntress, don't do that. What is the color of tomato salad? serious question, by the way. There we go. Just from mine. Would you like to answer the question? As you can see now that I added some water, it starts to grow, and it will grow in every direction, but it's free just as long as you don't remove this specific spot when it comes to wood, then it keeps regrowing indefinitely, and that's a good thing. You also see that mining really gets easily through the durability of a low level pickaxe. That's how it is. So you click on repair and then you click on this. As you can see, it has a repair cost, and that's why I said like keep scraps on hand. Tools will not break if they reach 0, but you still have to repair. Hi there, Coffee Siphon. How are you doing? They left. Oh no, but I'm gonna report them regardless. There we go. Whoops. There we go. Sorry about that. Big ass centipede hold up my sick. Ah, sink. Yeah, that's always lovely, isn't it? Human centipede, you... Oh, okay. Yeah, no. I'm also not a fan of centipedes, even if they are, like, small. It's just creepy. And the bigger they get, the more dangerous they become. Which is also another point where I say, like, yeah, centipedes, cool stuff. Like, no. No. Centipede ate your dog. Pasta size centipede. That does tell me nothing. You understand, pasta comes in so many variable sizes and forms. If you said it was the length of a spaghetti, then at least I can make myself and give myself an idea. They are quite fascinating in containment. So are spiders. So are probably all insects in containment. 3 millimeter in diameter. 5 centimeters in length. Well, that's pretty small for a centipede, but that's basically like what a centipede would be here in Europe. Yeah, I don't mind spiders. I do mind them in my privacy sphere. You know? You know, when a spider has like a diameter of 10 centimeters, then it's like, bro, no. Like, no, bro, no. You do not reside in my living space. I don't mind you. Go outside, live, destroy insects, because that's your living purpose. Go, be free, but don't reside in my apartment. Thank you. Centipede at any size is too big for me in my sink while I'm using it. Yeah. It's even more funny when you like take a shower and then suddenly there's a spider and goes like, wee, I'm going to take a shower with you, and you're like, no. But it's understandable because spiders do love humid environments. But millipedes are fine. What about centipedes? What about kilopedes? What if we can have kilopedes? Megapedes. Or just pedes. And beans. Pedes and beans. You know? We hate pedes. Aww. But what about pedes? You know? What about pedes? What about those? Don't you like pedes? Like, pedes are great. What is pedes? Pedes is the furry term for paw feet, aka feet on furries. The pedes where you stand on the when you stand on when you are like not quadrupled. We'll take 20. Like makes sense. Like, furries have different terms for it. Like, Pete's is a term for it because paw feet. And then there are also, like, that's the main term that furry use for feet is Pete's. But then again, there are some strange furries that think that if they call feet grippers, it's a good idea, and I will disagree with that because now your feet, they don't grip anything. On the other hand, your hand can grip things. So if you call hands grippers, I'm okay with it. But if you try to tell me like that feet are grippers, I will completely disagree with you. But some furries have decided that they wanna call feet grippers, and I don't understand why. Makes no sense. Repair my pickaxe. Thank you. So yeah, I'm basically trying to make now some space to start to build a base. But yeah, peats. Peats are good because peats usually come with beans. And beans are great to poke and touch. But pawsies, or also called grippers, are also fine. You like this monotone? Ding, 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 ding. They should have done a variation sound, like literally make 2 sounds for the mining, and then you can literally just in-game, you don't even have to do this by audio, you just have to like take 2 sounds of mining, take these 2 sounds and then tell the game itself in the engine, make 4 variations of each. And you have like 10 different sounds for mining, just by increasing or decreasing pitch. And it wouldn't sound just like because then it would sound like which is far more this sounds far more acceptable than this entire because this sound is one of the sounds you will hear the most in this game. Fun times, I know. This is also extremely deep gameplay where you go like, holy shit, how could I have missed out on this amazing gameplay? As you watch streamer literally like deconstruct walls for hours. Basically like Minecraft, just in 2D and better. Just better because it's not programmed in Java. Triggering verb noise going like, but Java is fine. I should eat something. Great. What do I do if I don't have anything to eat? You know? Maybe if it would be JavaScript. Well, Minecraft uses Java and therefore Minecraft also uses JavaScript. It's pretty easy as that. The thing is, you will never get out of this with noise. Like, you will literally never get away from this. Like, everybody is going to hate on Java and JavaScript regardless, because it's true. Even if JavaScript does, to some extent, easier stuff for most people. And it's not the hate that it doesn't do anything easy. Like, it's not against it does it and it's easy. It's just the other thing, like the usability of it and what you can do with it and how it executes it. I guess that's the main reason people are so pissed off about Java in general and JavaScript. La la la. I should eat something. Anything. There's actually a fishing spot there. I think. Yep. Also bomb pepper. Yeah, there's actually a fishing spot there. So, we're gonna do some fishing. Oh no, not fishing. Yes, fishing. And if I remember fishing the correct way, which I didn't, because I pressed the wrong button. Eesh. Disgusting. And that fishing spot is gone. But that doesn't mean you cannot fish. Well, as I remember, you still can fish in open water. Not sure, though. Yes, you can. Okay. Also, this water effect, as you see it there, that was like not at all in early access. They implemented this later on, when I didn't play anymore. So, fishing is a good reason to do, because you can literally like make food easily. Like, sure, you're going to spend time fishing, but on the other hand, you're also going to make food. Orange guppy fillet. It's not really that much better, but it gives you mining damage and magic barrier? Okay. Let's see what 2 of orange cave guppies is going to make. Orange guppy fillet. So, well, it's basically the same thing as this, but it literally just doesn't give you the magic barrier as well. So this is more meant for fighting and this is more meant for mining. Well, I get it. Didn't I pick up some ore? Yes, I did. Half of the ore in here, and half here. That's not what I wanted to open. There we go. Let's put that there. And we don't have space for that. That's okay. Let's just make another chest. If one chest is not enough, make another. Just another chest. Hello. Hello. I guess I'm putting it down here. Everybody's like, no, my attention to detail. I'm suffering. I'm like, ha ha ha. Yes. Suffer. And now I can actually take those out and make a dedicated chest for food, seeds. And also take this out. Put everything in here. Whoop, 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 whoop. There we go. Cool beans. Poke it. Poke the beans. Do it. Do it. That. Oh look, more to fish. No. Oh no. Not to fish. More fishing, but also more eating. So I personally do not understand why there is a fishing mod for this game. Where I'm like, why? Why is there fishing mod? Like, makes no sense. Like, all you do is press right mouse button to throw the bobber. And then press right mouse button to take in the fish. What do you want to simplify in fishing more than that? Like, be glad this is not like Stardew Valley, where you actually have to fight for your fish. So yes, I'm going to fish a little bit because it might be a good idea. It's easier than looking for mushrooms right now. And it's faster as well. I know, exciting content. That's why people watch Twitch. It's like, look at this guy standing there fishing. That's the excitement I'm coming for here on Twitch. Perfect. Right. You know, Core Keeper actually didn't choose a very good day to release itself. Well, good job, bot. You just fucked yourself over. Yay! I don't know what's going on today, but I literally started to stream and within like 2 minutes I got my first bot. I got like several, since I started to stream 2 hours and 22 minutes ago, I got several bots. Mostly the fewer selling bots. There's a new one. Hey, Coffee, there's a new one. So there's a new bot, and this bot is also selling you viewers, but it comes with something new. They also give you a code to get the first 10 free viewers for free. Hi there, introvert soul. How are you doing? What's up? Fishing is up. Exciting content on Twitch. Thank you. Green kelp. Yeah. Yes, I'm going to fish on land. Look at this. Yeah. Anyway. Let's do some more cooking. Gem crab. Okay. Well, that's good. We all need these kinds of voices, right? Let's split that and put it in here. Split this. So like that. This. There we go. Right. First struggle in Core Keeper, always make enough food. At some point it's not gonna be much of a problem anymore. But right now, it is. Okay. Let's see what we can make out of this. Straw Valley? Or do you mean Stardew Valley? 15.9% physical melee damage. Okay, that is not bad. Not bad. Let's put this here for now. Right. Valuable fiber. Well, it's not surprising that Stardew Valley and this share similarities because they are both like survival games, so to say, building games. well, not survival games, but like building and going into dungeons, because that is basically the same thing you do in both games. The only difference is here you also have the survival aspect, which you do not have in Stardew Valley. This here. I wanted to make something that used fibers. Don't remember what it was. Something very specific. Very specific. What was it? What was that? Let's see. Well, let's make a glass smelter regardless, so we can actually already make like some glass ahead of time. And I'm just going to put it down there. Oh no, it doesn't look good. How terrible. Who cares? We need sand for that. There we go. Make glass. Go forth. Be transparent. Indeed. Some wood. Let's collect it. Since it's here, it's not going to overgrow. Later on we can literally automate wood collecting and making, which is great. Like, we're not so far away from that possibility. It's a good thing. I don't remember, can you actually turn off look on your headgear? I don't even know. Like, Also, I completely ignored that. I got another point here. Actually, 2 points. This. Right. Gonna trash that, but you can also do the trick of like putting it here, but don't trash it, so you have like an additional slot of inventory. Yeah. Right. Let's eat something. So I made some space at least. We cannot go too far in this direction, like in this direction. So I kind of have to imagine what I'm going to do. I kind of have an idea, but that means that I have to literally like, depends. Like, I know how I built my last base, but I think I will include the garden into my base this time. That makes more sense. That means I will concentrate probably making my base in like mostly like in this direction. This is more like the garden section then. I say garden section because you need access to water for watering your garden. So we can make like a garden here, and the actual living section would be like the rest here. I don't even know. Can you actually turn it off? Like, I'm not sure. I don't think so. No. I just hate this map. Not this map. I hate this specific hat. It looks stupid. Not a fan. Not a fan. So we go over here because you will always find like some small specific sections like this. You will also find deserted houses and deserted furniture, and that is always like this there counts as a deserted furniture. Good job. I like, no, don't destroy the poor tree. Don't. Thank you. The fire is okay, but not the tree. Witch Doctor Jeans. Cool. Wow. The Witch Doctor set improves my minion attack speed. That's cool. That's definitely what I want. So, yes, I will go with that. So yeah, you will find sets of stuff, and it's good. Like, it's really good. Like, there are some really good set bonuses. Problem is, like you just saw, like, you find those things mostly by RNG, and that's the downside, right? When you specifically want a specific set, it's not gonna be that easy to actually complete it. This is of course lovely. You can actually tear down this tree and replant it. It works. It's not that difficult. It's not like I cannot attack. Now that I have a sword. No. So yeah, you can farm mushrooms by just attacking the mushrooms. That does work. I'm going to remove this. Like I said before, like they enforce random spawns of mushrooms. So if I want to avoid this threat, then I need to remove them. So mostly you will like dig around in a more chaotic state, because you mostly want ore specific materials apart from ore. What is going on? Okay. But you also need to create like ways to move around in the environment. So it is not the worst idea to plan out a little bit how you approach that. There's one thing. Uh, so there's one thing. You're going to work with a lot of railways in this game, as you probably can see, like. So the best thing that I found from the time of early access when I played it was literally to have a base in the middle, which I'm going to replicate, and then have like 4 directions. And I mean like 4 straightforward directions. And that means like when you explore more of the map, you literally have like a railway system that goes like straight forward in one direction. So you can go as fast as possible to the outside of the map in that direction. It makes sense to keep it as straightforward as possible, but I do understand everybody's different. I'm like this kind of player who says like the most efficient way to go to the right side is literally going straight forward in a line. So why should I build a railway system, and when an inconvenience like literally comes in my place built in like this form, is like, no. It's gonna waste time. Not much, but I find it far more easier to just build lines of railways. You can still connect these and just make like something like a square where you can just go up and then to here and here if you decide to go to the right side and you went to north first. You cannot build like round because this is a grid-based game. So yeah, but that's usually my approach in this, at least in this game, where I just say like straight lines from the base is the fastest way to get anywhere until you get better modes of transportation. But there's also something in this game that you can ignore, but I feel like you shouldn't. So, as you see, there are enemies everywhere, right? And here's the problem, like these are the base enemies, right? This is the normal starting environment. This is not much of a problem. Like if an enemy walks on the railway and you come with a minecart, you literally just drive through them and damage them. Usually they die because of that. But the thing is this, sometimes you have environments that have like a lot of spawning areas. And let's say you're coming in with the minecart and they notice you, they run all on the tracks and you drive through them. There is potential that they might attack you while you drive through them. And you take enough damage that you literally would, well, die. That can happen. So I have this tendency, if I build a railway, I literally build like a wall next to the railways. So if this is the railway, I would just close here the gap, this gap, to make it an enclosed railway. I find that far more secure than leaving it open. Storyline is pretty sick. I already played like 73 hours in the early access with the content that was available a year ago, a little bit over a year ago, in July last year. So there's a storyline, yes, but it didn't go too far at that point. So I don't know how much they actually introduced story-wise now in the final release. So I don't know much more than this, then I just end up here and there's the artifact in the middle that at some point activates. But more than that, I don't know. And honestly, I don't want to know. I will literally find out while playing this. So, I don't know yet how good the storyline is and how deep the storyline potentially gets. I will just take it as a surprise and see where it leads me to. Yeah, so if I ever have like a question regarding anything, I will literally ask. And just so you know, in this channel, basically it's like, there's nothing wrong if you want to tell me something, of saying like, hey, you missed something, or something important I overlooked. It's just important that you say like, hey, you missed something. That's okay. Because then I can decide of like, I want to hear it or I don't want to hear it. Just don't be specific. Like, that's the important thing. Like, there's a difference between of saying like, hey, in the last room in the bookshelf, the red book has like a diamond in it, just as a theoretical example. Like, that kind of backseating is not okay, because it's literally like spoiling exactly what I need to do. But it's a difference when someone says like, hey, you missed something in the last room. Then I just can decide, okay, I'm gonna turn around and look for myself. And if I cannot find it, I can still ask like, am I looking in the right direction? Something like that, you know? Because if you do it like that, then you as a viewer has still a say in this, and that's fine. I have nothing against that. But at the same time, it's not spoilering. Yeah. I just say it ahead of time. It's like, I had other examples of people going like, That's what I say, like, this is like kind of a flexible channel where I say like, it's fine, I'm not playing this only for myself, it's fine if the chat can interact with this game as well, but I'm still don't want spoilers, that in the end. But giving me hints and tips is fine. Okay, where do I want to go from here? That's a good question. That's not what I wanted to do. And in... Right. Yeah. So campfire is actually not really serving a purpose in this specific game. Unlike other games, but in this game it's not really doing anything. Right, this is going to some other place, this as well, this as well. Gonna cook those mushrooms. Split them. Sand. We're gonna push the sand right in here for more glass. I picked it up. I shouldn't have picked it up. Damn it. I understand. PNG is on the red hand side. Yeah. I try to keep myself out of interfaces and so on. So, well, what I'm going to do is like, I could have put myself on the left side in the corner, but I have like this tendency of putting my avatar on the sides. I don't know why. It just became a thing. Well, it's furry art because yes, I'm a furry. I hope you are not afraid of furries. We do not bite. It's unique, yeah. I tried to aim for that. But I am. Yes, Coffee, you are extremely afraid of furries. I totally believe you. I'm afraid. Oh no. Right. I'm gonna put that there. Magic barrier, magic barrier. It's all magic barrier, but these two are specifically just for damage and stuff, so I guess I'm going to put them here. Yeah. Yeah. I'm also a fan of furries. That's good to hear. That's why I'm on exposure therapy. You must expose yourself more to furries to understand and accept them and fear them less. Yes, that is my thing that I recommend to you as a professional doctor. Do not fear, learn, accept. I mean, you should learn and accept regardless. That is a lot of stuff I intend to make into a home. That also means I need like a ton of wood, I guess. So I'm not going to make paintable walls and paintable floors. Maybe down the line I can consider the floors, maybe. But I'm usually more a fan of like wooden structures. So, now I remember what I wanted to make where I needed fiber for. Now I remember. I wanted to make a bed. How strange. Why would you ever make a bed? Like, what? Are you okay? Bed? Why? Nobody needs a bed. Where was the bed? That's the better question. Ah, there it is. 5 fiber. I'm thinking I'm still missing 1. Great. One fiber is all I need. I don't remember which thing is dropping fibers. That's the best part. So I can just take care of those, so I don't need them. Map, what do you tell me? You tell me that. Okay, cool. I'm quite hungry. You're always quite hungry. Accept your fate. Stop being hungry. Just die. No. These flowers are great because they are lighting up the environment. Whoa. Okay. This is something you need to get used to. Like, the range of your weapons are not great. You need just to get used to the fact that it is specific range that you just get used to. Also, let's get rid of that. Whoa. So, that's rude. Yeah, so these guys like run a huge distance before they stop. They're like, I'm a mushroom. Mushroom comes. Are you ready for mushroom? It's like literally that. Like, are you ready for mushroom? And then Doom music starts to play. It goes like, da 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 da. Mushroom City. Okay. Maybe the mushrooms actually do drop either. I think. Will Warden Pauldrons. Okay. That just dropped out of wood. Like, huh? Huh? What the hell is this? Oh, I see. Hi, sheep. We found a house. Which is a good thing. Hello, sir. Goodbye, sir. Oh god, more mushrooms. Pauldrons. That was like arms? Oh, it's the Witch Doctor vest. Yes. Yes, please. Yes. More of these. Holy hell, what is this? 15 health when a pet is equipped. Effectiveness of your pet's talent effects. Wow. It's basically like already the upgrade to the upgrade. The upgrade to the upgrade. Good. What are you actually? Where do you belong? Yeah, we don't have a pet yet. So, okay, I get it. Okay, good. Wow, I have actually 2 Witch Doctor vests. What the heck? Okay, so you also can get and find pets later on. And they are basically what this is. Like, except they are permanent. They don't go on a timer. So... pets are extremely useful, by the way. No kidding. I'm still trying to work all that mushroom spawning. Must go. must disappear. We do not want more random mushrooms. This is how it is. Crazy. Mm-hmm. Whoop, whoop. Ow. Ow. Let's eat something. I don't know. I can imagine most people do not care about this. I kind of do, as long as it's like in the vicinity of my base. I feel like it's worth to get rid of. Oh, that's also an important part there. I find very interesting things nearby my headquarters, so to say. It's definitely good. Oh. Oh, look. Treasure. Ah, it's only a seed. Disappointing. Oh well. Let's get this. Always get every copper you find. Very important. You really need, like, so much copper in this game. This is also great. Look at this. Isn't it beautiful? You will find things like that over and over again. This is nothing specific here. It's just a nice thing to put down. Also, thank you, Bob. I completely ignored you, but sorry about that. It's an audio save. So here we have like one of those things, right? So you cannot cross this water. You have two solutions for that. One, you try to put down a block here and press right mouse button instead of left, which then creates a path. So you can do this, or you can build bridges which go also over water and crevices.